Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank you for accepting my invitation for this interview. And for formality, I'd like to ask your name, your age, and the years of teaching so far.
Okay, so my name is Charmaine Ontong. I am 30 years old and I have been teaching for 7 years already. And I am presently teaching at Corpus Christi School here in Cagayan de Oro, Philippines.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Can we proceed to the next question?
Yes.
The next question is, how would you classify yourself as a teacher? Uh, Beginning, developing, or proficient?
I would classify myself as a teacher as a proficient teacher.
Okay.
Proficient teacher.
Uh, for question number two, which of the following has received a lot of your attention in your instruction so far, and why? First is local setting. You teaches the value, tradition, and culture, or global scenario, international developments, 21st century skills, and or local knowledge, values, culture, 21st century skills, and international development.
Okay, my answer, I will choose the third option, which is local knowledge, values, culture, 21st century skills, international developments. Um, I have focused my a lot of my emphasis on teaching local knowledge, values, cultures, 21st century skills, and international advancement or developments because of the diversity of my students. And that's very common in one setting. So by this, I need to get to know them and understand them in terms of their background. No? So in order for me to relate and in order for me as well to connect our lessons. And this is also important when discussing about values and cultures. So I need to make sure that all of the activities and lesson I plan to teach in the classroom will also help my students advance academically and by helping them to understand, to respect, and also to appreciate others' cultures. And by doing this, I will also assist my students in developing their own sense of individual. And another thing is the 21st century skills. So it also worries me, and not really worries, but it also concerns me because it refers to the learning abilities that the students should develop in order for them to succeed in life, to have successful careers in the future, and of course to compete internationally, particularly in the current digital era that we are now in technology, diba? So technology dominates almost everything. And then as a teacher, um, this has always been something I've thought about. So the 21st century skills should always be covered and should always be integrated, aligned into the curriculum, into the lesson plans, the activities. So, like for example, so every time I discussed or I talk about something or a lesson, or I will administer an assessment. So I want to make sure that it is very well aligned to the target skills that I want my students to acquire. So that's very important as a teacher. You really make sure that everything is aligned, especially what kind of skills you want to target. So that's something that would caught my attention in terms of instruction. So that's it.
Thank you for that, ma'am. And my last question is, what kind of teacher do you think you are? Is it local, global, or local, and why?
Okay, so I'd like to go for global. It's global and local, no? So I believe and I think, no, I am global. I am a global teacher. So that's what I believe. So even though I am working locally as a teacher, but um, I am the kind or the type of teacher that who constantly looking for methods to learn more, to grow more, to study more, and to practice in order for my to help myself become more proficient. Or shall we say, or should we say, I want to be the kind of teacher who is more highly proficient in line of, diba, in terms of my work as a teacher. So I want to be a competitive teacher. So this will also help my students because I believe that a highly skilled teacher shapes similarly skilled students. So that's very important. It really starts with the teacher. So you really have to be competitive as well. That's it.
Thank you so much for that, ma'am. I really learned a lot. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. My pleasure.